Hey there, this is Halana Black, your freelance writing expert. I am back today with another video for you. We are talking about the 3 myths in regards to starting your own freelance writing business. But before I get into that, I want to give you a quick heads up on who I am and what it is that I do. As I said, I'm a freelance writing expert. I have been freelance writing full time for the last 5 years. And for the last 2 years, I have been working my freelance writing business while traveling throughout Southeast Asia. And I'm actually within my last week here, I'm living in the beautiful country of Vietnam. Next week, I will be moving to Kigali, Rwanda in East Africa. And so I'm very excited about that. If you want to be able to get more information from me and learning about how you can start your own freelance writing business that is location independent, so you can travel as you would like, you can go to digitalwellpublisher.com/freelance and you can download my free email series. It's called 10 Reasons to Start Your Own Location Independent or 10 steps to starting a location independent freelance writing business in 2020. Okay, so I'll be giving you information on how you can do that even during a pandemic in the year 2020. We know this year has been crazy for a lot of people, but it is still possible for you to be able to start your own business. And I think freelance writing businesses, starting a freelance writing business, if that is what interests you, is probably one of the best businesses that you can do as a location independent worker, because it requires such little investment up front from you. But that's a whole different discussion. Today, this video is talking about 3 myths about starting your own freelance writing career. So number one, the biggest myth that people have about starting a freelance writing business is that you must be an excellent writer. And it kind of makes sense because, if you're going to be a freelance writer, it makes sense that, you be an excellent writer, right? Not necessarily. Some of the best, or the most successful, I should say, as far as making money and having clients in the door, they are not necessarily people who are that you would call excellent writers, but they are excellent communicators. Okay, they know how to be able to speak to the audience that their client is trying to reach. And that is a skill in and of itself. You got to learn how to be a good communicator, which means that you know how to listen. You know how to understand and ask the right questions to figure out what your particular audience is looking for. All of those are things that a good communicator has, not necessarily an excellent writer. Your writing as a content marketer doesn't necessarily depend on how big your vocabulary is. It doesn't always necessarily mean that you write, the most poetic sentences. Doesn't always mean that your grammar is 110% correct, even though those things are important. Your grammar and spelling are important, and you do have to know how to craft a strong sentence. I'm not telling you that you can just walk in and not know the basics. But you don't, it doesn't have to read like an Alice Walker novel is what I'm trying to say. Learning how to be able to communicate to your audience is a very different skill from learning how to, speak more poetically if you're writing a novel or you're doing poetry or other things like that. Okay? So you don't have to be an excellent writer, but you do have to be an excellent communicator, which is a skill that can be learned. Number 2, another big myth about starting a freelance writing career is that you must be college educated. Not always true. As a matter of fact, a lot of the people that I know who are a great success, a lot of the people who I have learned from, who have helped me to start my own freelance writing businesses, they didn't step foot in college at all. and they have, wonderfully creative, monetarily successful businesses that they run. And I respect them. Now, I do have a college degree. I have a master's degree in education, and it has helped me in some ways. I have been able to parlay my experience in higher education by getting content marketing clients in the ed tech field. But you don't necessarily need to have that. There are plenty of niches that don't even ask whether or not you have a college degree. That's another reason why starting a business in general is really great. People are so caught up in having credentials and letters behind your name, but when you own the business, no one asks those questions. So what they really want to know is whether or not you can do the job. That's what it all comes down to. Not necessarily your formal education, but can you do the job? Now, there will be some cases if you're working for like a biological sciences company doing content marketing, if you're doing something in the medical field, and they require that you have some sort of a medical degree. In those cases, it would make sense that you have some sort of a college degree. But in most niches, you will find that they won't even ask you. The client won't even ask you, whether or not you've gone to college. They just want to know, can you write? And that's really all they want to know. Can you do what they need you to do? And then number three myth, and as it pertains to starting your own business, is that writers don't make a lot of money. Completely not true. And it's actually one of the reasons why it took me so long to be able to get started in starting my own freelance writing business, because I had so many limiting beliefs around my own ability to be able to make money as a writer. Because we have, so many, we have this vision of, the starving artists, these starving writers who are out here, who can barely make ends meet throughout their lives. Just out here, struggling to work from one gig to the next. And there are ways to be able to make your money. Most of my money I make through content marketing. But you can make as little or as much money as you want. You can do this part-time, you can do this full-time. You can do this, some parts of the year full-time, and then, you can kick back and, during your summer or vacation months, you can do it part-time. You can really make your writing business anything that you want it to be. You make it serve you, which is really important to know. So yeah, those are the three myths that most people have about starting their own freelance writing business. So yeah, I want to know, what are your questions? What questions do you have about starting your own freelance writing business? You can write it down below, and I'll be happy to answer you. And perhaps even my next video will be about your question. Again, please go ahead and download your free gift at digitalwellpublisher.com/freelance. And you will get my free email series, 10 Steps to Starting a Location Independent Freelance Writing Business in 2020. Like this video, again, leave a comment, and also subscribe. I'm trying to get my subscribership up. Hit the little notification bell so that you'll get all of the new videos that I have coming out. It's rainy season out here in Vietnam, so I really can't. And when I tell you it's rainy season in Vietnam, I mean it's raining all the time. I'm not even used to this. I've been to other countries around the world where rainy season lasts for a good hour, or the rain lasts for an hour and then the sun is out. Here in Vietnam, when it rains all day, every day, for days on end. So you can't, I can't open the windows, I can't go outside, I can't do anything. Um, so here I am doing these videos for you. But it's cool. I like it. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to sharing my content with you when I get to Rwanda, and hopefully I'll be able to do a little bit of some video when I'm able to get outside here in Vietnam, hopefully before the week is out, because I'll be leaving in a week. So yeah, I will talk to you later. Have a great day.